All right. Um, Good evening and welcome to your number one intimacy show in Nigeria on your number one sports, news, and talk station, Nigeria Info 99.3. And of course, I'm live on TV, so you could tune into Wazobia Max 253, DSTV 259, and you could watch me live. And I'm also live on YouTube, Intimate Talk with Tolu. I'm live on Instagram, Intimate Talk with Tolu. I'm live on Facebook, Nigeria Info 99.3. There's no escape route. All right. Okay, so you're welcome to my show tonight. And I would like to start tonight's show by wishing all our Muslim friends, Muslim faithfuls, happy Eid al-Maulud. I hope I got that right. Okay, happy celebration. I just want you to know that Intimate Talk with Dr. Tolu loves you, and we wish you a happy celebration. I just hope you enjoy your holiday. Hope you had the best of your holiday. Hope you had a nice time today. All right. I mean, I was listening to a radio show earlier today, and the person was like, there's a way, our Muslim brothers they have a way of, coming through for us, when you are just like tired and I needed an holiday, and one is just gonna you just notice that there's one Muslim celebration and boom, you can have your holiday. All right. So thank you guys for today's holiday, even though I was in the office. So happy Eid al-Maulud once again. We wish you a happy celebration. All right. Um. Okay. I'm going to be starting tonight's show by saying this. Okay. So today I was trying to read something online, and I found out that one of the most googled phrase, or one of the most searched for phrase on Google is how do I increase my penis size, or how do I increase my breasts? How do I increase the size of my breast? So that's one of the most searched phrase in Google in Nigeria. I found out that today when I was trying to read something online. Now, it's on that note I'm going to be starting tonight's show. Now, fine, okay? You have a very small boob and you are trying to make it bigger, or your bum or your ass, whatever you want to call it, you think is small, you want to make it bigger. you know Today, I don't know if I should say this. Actually, I didn't plan to say this. I was struggling to enter one of my pants, my trousers. It wasn't like I've added weight, but it was just like it was difficult because most of the time I have a very I don't like to talk about myself, but let me just say this because I think it's important in making this point. All right, so my waist not so my waist is very small, but my hip is big. So most time I struggle. Most time I buy clothes I have to buy top and pant differently. I buy top, I wear sometimes most times size 12, and pants sometimes I wear as much as 16, most time 14. So I struggle most time with my pants, especially my 14 pants. Most time I wear 49. You notice that they could enter, but the waist. So I have to go and hold, look for almost all my trousers. I have to look for a tailor to hold the waist for me. So I have to struggle with, balancing my pants most of the time. So I'm just trying to say that, you don't know the value of what you have. I mean, you are looking for a bigger hip, you want a bigger boob, you want a bigger penis, you are running a skater work. I mean, and funny enough, apart from Google, it's one of the things I get. Like, I get this all the time. Messages, Dr. Tolu, how do I increase my penis size? Doctor, very common. Breast comes as well, but not as much as penis. What do I take? What do I use? There's so many things actually, but I'm not even talking about that. But the point is, can you just stop this quest of trying to? I mean, I saw something online about a lady, one very popular Instagram slay queen. She's an Instagram celebrity, very popular. I can't remember her name now. I mean, this is not to mock her, but it's just to, buttress my point. She had bomb, what do you call it? Enhancements or whatever. So she tried to put silicone in her bum, to make it bigger, like a whole lot of celebrities are doing. Now, it's your choice at the end of the day. It's not in my place to tell you what to do and what not to do, as long as it works for you. But this lady, you need to listen. I listened to that video. She was lamenting how the silicone, I mean, the person that she paid, she said she paid in millions. But at the end of the day, it was a quack, you know. And the person has been jailed. She can't even hold the person responsible. But her life is messed up because this thing has spread all over her spine, according to that video. And sometimes, really, I know a lot of people might not like to hear this, but I need to say this. Sometimes, when you go for all this surgery, to make your bum bigger, to make your, boobs bigger, if it works for you, fine. But I just need to say that sometimes it could be a sign of low self-esteem. It could be a sign of the fact that you are not proud of yourself. Actually, I want to bring people to talk about this topic. One of these days, I'm planning to do that, so that we could hear from other people's, we can listen to other people's opinion, right? But the truth is, it could be a sign of the fact that you are not proud of whom you are. Seriously, because how do you do something that that it's a 50-50 chance it could go wrong? In fact, the surgery could even go wrong, not to talk of the aftermath of the surgery. All right, so for you guys out there that are looking for how to enlarge your breast, how to enlarge your penis, how to enlarge your bum, sometimes you are even it's stressful. Sometimes these things are it's stressful. I could relate to the fact that big ass, small waist is stressful, and that was what I was trying to tell you. Now, but that's not even the major point. The point tonight is you should be proud of yourself. Take a very good dose of self-esteem. Look at the person you are seeing in the mirror and tell yourself, I'm beautiful. Tell yourself, I'm wonderfully made. Tell yourself, you are the kind of woman, the kind of lady that any man will give anything to have. Tell yourself you are the kind of guy that any lady will give anything to be with. Come on. Increasing the size of your boobs, the size of your bum, the size of your penis is not going to change what you feel inside. That's the truth. It is all about how you see yourself. It is all about what you feel inside. The truth of the matter is somebody will always be more beautiful. Somebody will always be prettier. Someone will always be more handsome. Someone will have a bigger penis. Be proud of yourself. Somebody will have a bigger boob. Someone will always be ahead of you, and some people will be behind you. So you need to be proud of yourself. Look for, there are different shapes. People, especially for women, even for men, people comes in different shapes and different sizes, and there's a kind of how do I put it now? Dress sense, style that suits your look. Come on, look for the right style that suits your look. Wear clothes that match the way you look, that and that could enhance your whatever you have, that you are trying to, maybe I should call it your selling point. But whatever it is, just make sure you take a very good dose of self-esteem. It is not about bigger boobs, it's not about bigger bum. It's all about how you see yourself. Come on. It's not about bigger penis. I've said this a whole lot of time on this show. When it comes to this craze about I want my penis to be bigger, you're just wasting your time, because at the end of the day, it's not about the size. Fine, size matter, but it matters, but it's not all that matter. It's not such a big deal, really. Because if you are Mr. Big something, if you don't know how to use it, you're just there. Somebody that has a very small something that looks like what do you call it? Pencil. If he knows how to use it very well, it's actually more, it's more satisfying for women. So what are we talking about? Master your skill. Take good, your sexual skill, master it. Take good dose of self-esteem and be proud of yourself. Stop running scatter about how you look, how you're the size of this or the size of that. You are just okay the way you are. Tell yourself, I am beautiful. I am handsome. All right? Okay. A lot said, or enough said. That's just my intro for tonight. And if that is all you could get on tonight's show, if you are able to catch what I'm actually trying to say, I think it should change. I mean, it should change somebody's life tonight. All right. So, yeah, welcome to my show. This is your number one intimacy show in Nigeria. It is called Intimate Talk with Dr. Tolu. I am your radio sex therapist, and I'm a clinical relationship and marriage counselor. I'm a sex therapist, and I'm a matchmaker. And on this show, all I do is to see how best I could make sure that you are enjoying your relationship and you're enjoying your marriage. How to make sure you could come out of the confined, designed way of or how would I put it now? Limited way, of making love, and you could have the best of love making in your marriage. Your life could be beautiful, you could be happy. Life is too short to be sad and dejected. When people come for therapy, when people come for counseling, I tell them at the end of the day, what comes first is what got it for you. What comes first is what makes you happy. Your happiness is the number one reason why you are coming for therapy. So when you come to me as a couple, at the end of the day, it is not about forcing you to stay in a bad marriage. It is not about forcing you to stay where you don't want to be. It's about making sure you are happy. But even in doing that, I also believe there is no relationship or marriage that cannot be worked on as long as the two parties are ready to make it work. Tonight it's Open Mic Tuesday because I noticed that last week Thursdays the questions were so many, the calls were so many, and I couldn't respond to like 5%. So today I've decided to take your calls to answer your questions. So it's going to be Open Mic Tuesday. So all you need to do is to drop your questions for me. Whatever it is that is bothering your heart. Issues that are very intimate in this part of the world is very difficult for us to discuss. But on this show, nobody's going to judge you. You can bear it all. You could come the way you are. Nobody's going to condemn you. Nobody's going to tell you not to say what you want to say. So say it the way you feel like you want to say it. Say it the way you are comfortable with it. And let's talk about it tonight. Talk to me about your sex life. Talk to me about your sexual problem, your intimacy problem. Even if it's about sexuality, talk to me about it. If it's about your relationship that is going bad, talk to me about it. If it's about your marriage that is driving you nuts, talk to me about it. All right. And if it's about the G spot that we've been talking about last week, that a lot of people were trying to call me in, but I couldn't pick your call, talk to me about it tonight. So it's Open Mic Tuesday. It's Open Mic. So Dr. Tolu is here. My name is Dr. Tolu, and I prefer to be called the Fixer. You want to share this show. You want to share it on Instagram. You want to share it on YouTube. You want to share it on Facebook. You want to tell people that you care about to tune in to Wazobia 259 on DSTV and to tune in to 99.3 Nigeria Info and be a part of this show. You're going to be doing them a whole lot of good. So we're going to be rolling tonight, and you're going to have fun. All right. So you don't want to move a muscle. And I will just go on a short break. I will play a song. And by the time I come back, I'll be picking your calls. I'll be reading your comments on Instagram. I'll be reading your comments on YouTube, even on Facebook. So everywhere, send me your questions. Let's trash them tonight. All right. very first time that my body jam you, girl. I don't tell you, but I mean, because you just smell nice, all the type of eyes you give. Whatever the case may be, make you don't say you got it all on me. The girl of my dreams, so soggy. Baby, all the possible to see you again. The sun they shine, rain they fall. When I think of you, weather for two. Where are you? Did you see the baby? I am missing you. Why? You're giving me the fumble and the cool and I lose my mind. Tell me how to make you realize. Say now you be the reason when it's strong and they do totally. Trying to be waiting me the thing when you put for my body. Love anxiety say make me misbehave. When you pull from my system, love anxiety say, yeah, yeah. Rain they fall when I think of you. I am missing you. Love anxiety say make me misbehave. When you pull from my system, make me totally. Everybody come and see the game when you see my team preaching love anxiety say, love anxiety say, love anxiety say, yeah, yeah. Ewo, 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 ewo. All right, okay, that was Love Anxieties by Wizboy. So when I have open mic, what I usually do is play Nigerian songs. All right, on this show, most of the time, of course, 99% of time, I don't play Nigerian song. I mean, for certain reasons actually. But on open mic, I want us to be able to flow, relate, enjoy, have fun. You know, Nigerians Bedu are always very interesting. You know, but you know, most of the time, because of the nature of the show, this foreign song, they have a way of, the wordings are powerful when it comes to intimacy and love. So most time that's why I play most of the foreign song. But on open mic, you could relax, you could relate, you could enjoy. That's why I play a lot of Nigerian songs. All right. Okay, so Nanso on Instagram, Nanso Ifes, thank you for joining me. Dr. Tolu, I'm just joining you now. Aren't you treating any topic today? So Today it's open mic nights, okay, open mic Tuesday. So you could actually call me, you could send messages, you could ask me all your questions, and call me, send them on Instagram, send them on Facebook. I'm going to be answering all your questions. Okay, this one says, this is Modest Talk. Have a small manhood. Um, Let me get that. Have a small manhood, and I, I always feel shy when taking bath with my friends, and I'm always scared of getting married because of that. All right. So I'm going to answer that. Ibikunle Bitola, thank you for joining me. Pira Chris, thank you for joining me. Sir Arvin, thank you for joining me. Obina Jarrell, thank you guys for joining me on Instagram. Camel, so let me concentrate and answer the questions, all right? Now, so you have a small manhood and you are always shy bathing with your friends and you are afraid to get married. I think that was what I actually talked about on my intro tonight. Now, you are not alone. Funny enough, I want you to notice that as a lady, for ladies, I want you to notice that most of the time, those that in code we call ugly girl, she's so ugly. Look at her. Have you ever noticed that those are actually the one that has the go and look at ladies that you feel this one is so ugly, is not supposed to get somebody to get married to. Go and look at their husband. Most of the time, their husband are always very handsome. This is because these ladies, maybe they've gone through so much, maybe by crook or by hook, they've understood the power of working on their self-esteem and never allowing anybody to pull them down. Now, the truth of the matter is, it's okay to feel that way. It's not okay, actually. But I mean that when I say it's okay, it's a whole lot of people that in your shoe are all might, in fact, will feel that way in this part of the world. All right. So, but what you need to do is to work on your self-esteem. Start talking to yourself. It's okay. I mean, there's nothing that's whom you are. There are a whole lot of, pennies, cork, pennies, this, pennies, that. In fact, I have so many of them at my disposal. But at the same time, you don't even need all of that. With all of that, if you don't work on your self-esteem, you are still going to be the same person who is shy and who is always afraid to get married. Now, about being shy with your friends, all you need to do is to work on your self-esteem. You are okay the way you are. Some people are praying to have the kind of pennies you have that you are shy about. They don't have it. Some people are praying to wake up in the morning and have early morning erection. They don't have it. Now, so you have that and you are still not grateful for what you are. It shows that your self-esteem has problem. Work on it and raise your shoulder. In fact, those that have big pennies, let them be looking at you and be feeling like, I want to be like this person. That's how it should be. Turn the table around. It's all about talking to your psyche and working on your self-esteem. Now, then talking about afraid to get married, in fact, that should be the least of your problem. Because it is not about the size, it's about the skill. Making a woman to come, making a woman to enjoy sex, it's not mainly about the size, it's about the skill. Because I have said that before and I'm saying it again, because I'm surprised people are still asking for this. 75 to 85% of women will not reach orgasm with penetration, with the use of that your penis. So what are we talking about? Master your skills. Learn how to make. You'll be shocked that some guys that I've seen scenarios like that. There are small pennies that you count as small. All the ladies are running after him. And you're wondering, what are they looking for? This guy doesn't even have, like what? I don't know where men get that from, that or every woman is looking for big pennies. If you have your big pennies, you don't know how to use it, you are useless, sorry to say. Right? So, get married. Go and learn the skill. Master the skill of love making. And then forget about the size. Okay, what you don't have in the size, make it up with your skill and you are good. Your woman will be begging you for it. You'll be the boss in your bedroom, and that's what matters. All right. Okay, so and phone line, let me open my phone line. All right. Okay, I saw that your question, I'm going to answer it. That's Jumoke. I'm going to answer your question. Okay, but let me open my phone lines. All right.
On 012770993 01-277-1993, and 01-277-3993. This is Nigeria Info. We are listening.
Taking it again.
Call us on 01-277-0993, 01-277-1993, 01-277-2993, and 01-277-3993. This is Nigeria Info. We are listening.
All right, so you're welcome back. I'll be opening my phone line after answering this question. This particular question says, how do you manage a loveless marriage and be okay both physically, mentally, and emotionally? Please don't mention my name. All right, so somehow I just decided not to mention. I just noticed that might be sensitive, and that's why I didn't mention your full name. All right, okay, now this is it. Now, this situation you are talking about, you will be shocked that in Nigeria, a whole lot of people are in that situation. So many, so many, so many. That is why cheating is so rampant in this part of the world. You think we are so holy, we are so culturally upright, we are worse than the Oyinbo people. When it comes to cheating, when it comes to staying loyal to our relationship, we are worse. Because when we want to get married, we married for wrong reasons. People just find themselves in marriage by virtue of, it is getting married is not something that we sit down, parenting. In fact, I don't even want to. Our style of parenting in this part of the world is zero. And the worst is we think we know it when we don't know it. Now, so people get married based on probably because of money, probably because of age, probably because of this one is fertile, probably because she's from my town, probably because my mother likes him, or those are our reasons for wrong reasons, very wrong reasons for getting married. Or by virtue of your upbringing, or by virtue of your growing up. I remember, let me just say this. There's a particular guy. I just knew the guy. Let me. I'm looking for okay. So the guy is so big now. He's a big boy. He has money. He's very rich. And when you look at his wife, I mean, he's a cool guy now. He's looking so handsome. But when you look at his wife, you'll be wondering, like, is this person okay? Why will he marry this kind of a woman? Now, but looking at that guy, you will understand that this guy came, he actually came from a very poor background. As the one I say poor, very poor background. But today the guy is a made guy. Now, at that point, by virtue of his background, it is possible that approaching ladies might be difficult. Because he's looking at himself and he's feeling like, who knows me, who am I, you know what Yoruba call, atakpata dide, that kind of a thing. He's looking at himself and he's feeling like, nobody's going to look at me, nobody's going to marry me. How do I approach a woman? That thing is there. Even when money starts coming, the self-esteem, the ability to approach a woman is still at a low level. So it's possible that the kind of lady, that kind of a guy might be able to talk to are those that people are feeling, this one no fine, nobody's going to talk to. Somebody that everybody is feeling, this one has kids. When you have kids in Nigeria, it's a problem. So at the end of the day, it might not have so many options. The choices might be limited. That is, I'm trying to explain this so that you understand that is just one out of many reasons why people just pick somebody and just get married to them. And it's so common. That is why I tell couples, if you are in love, and it's not common in Nigeria, you are in love and you get married, or you got married to someone who is also in love with you, come on, you are lucky. You are so lucky. It's not so common. So for that, your question, you are not alone. A whole lot of people are in that situation. Is very, very, very common in Nigeria. But loveless marriage, what do you do So understand that so many couples are like you. What's all my ranting and explanation. That's what I was trying to say. Now, what do you do? Emotionally, psychologically, it could be draining. It could be terrible if you find yourself in that kind of situation. But two things, and it's your choice. All right. Now, love matters, but it is not all that matter. Love is one of the strongest pillar that holds marriage. But love is not enough. It takes more than love to make marriage work. Now, what love does for you is make you to take, how do I explain this now? I think love makes you, I'm looking for the right explanation, like a layman explanation that could make you to understand this. I think love makes you to take shit. Let me put it that way. You know, there are certain things that ordinarily is somebody else, actually, someone else does that kind of a thing to you, you will never take it. As in, you look at the person and feel like, this cannot happen to me. But when you are in love with someone, when that person does that thing to you, you can't react. You know, that's what love does for you. Love allows you to take shit from, I mean, that is ambiguous, but I just want you to get the point I'm trying to make. So you are going to take things that ordinarily you can't take from other people. Now, in marriage, you two are at each other's faces. All right. So the tendency to cause, to step on toe, the tendency to we at the edges of the toilet, the tendency to mess, anyhow, the tendency to cough, spit, anyhow, to mess up your kitchen, the tendency, the person is at your face and the person is getting on your nerves constantly. It's just part of life. It's just part of marriage. But because you love that person, those things, you won't be able to react the way you should have reacted ordinarily. That's what love does. All right. Now, that's the beautiful part of love. But it takes more than love to make marriage work. So that is why you see our parents were able to still stay together. Our grandparents, of course, things are changing. We can't even compare what is happening then with now. Of course, a lot of things has changed, right? But the truth is, they were able to stay. Most of them were in loveless marriage. They were able to stay because they understand that it takes more than love to make marriage work. Now, if you find yourself in a loveless marriage, which is very common in Nigeria, don't even think you are alone, all right? Two things. And at the end of the day, it's your choice. Dr. Tolu will not tell you what to do. It is your choice. Now, if you can still make even if you find yourself, even if you're in a marriage that you are in love with your partner, your happiness still depends on you. So there's a way you can make yourself happy even in that marriage. There's a way you can create happiness and live your life to the fullest. Even in that marriage, is all in your head. So work on your state of mind. Design a program for yourself to enjoy that marriage. All right. Now, you can work on that marriage. You can be happy in that marriage. You can make yourself happy. You can make the best of that marriage, even if you don't love that person. That's on one part. On the other part is for you to feel like, I don't care. There's somebody I love so much. There's somebody I want to be with, and I'm going to go with that person. At the end of the day, it is your choice. All right. Uche Moses, thank you for joining me. Good evening, dear. Always proud of you. I missed last week Thursday show. Please, can you upload it for me? Go to Facebook, Intimate Talk. 99.3 Nigerian Info on Facebook. You will see last week's show there. You can go to my YouTube as well. You will see the Intimate Talk with Tolu on YouTube. All right. So, Instagram, thank you guys. I'm picking my calls. Hello. Are you there? Oh, I lost that. Hello. I hope we'll be able to do this tonight. Hello. Yeah. Damilare, you want to speak up? I can hear you, but I think you just need to speak up a little bit. Yeah. Okay. And you want to make it snappy? Someone that's been cursed, crushed. How do you mean? How do you mean? Like the testes? Okay. The down part of the testes, like accident or natural or like accident. Okay. Okay. So that's your first question. I think that one is very easy. The easiest way for you to know if you can impregnate somebody is to run a test. Yeah, so go to the hospital, run a test to confirm if you can still impregnate someone. Impregnating somebody, as long as you can have erection. So whether you can have sex is not a question if you can have erection. But are the sperm still working? Are they still alive? Can they still impregnate someone? Even if you can't have erection, can you have like IVF or something? All those could only be answered if you go to the hospital and talk to probably a gynecologist. Right. Okay, so you can't last more than 10 seconds. You release. How often should you have sex? All right, so I'm going to answer your question. So the first question is you have issues with your manhood. Can you still impregnate a lady? Go to the hospital and run a test. The second question is you don't last long. When it comes to premature ejaculation, when it comes to erectile dysfunction, we have we have an agreement on this show. So if you've been following this show, you know that I'm taking it a step at a time to trash this erectile dysfunction and premature ejaculation issue. And that was why I brought a medical doctor about 2 weeks ago because of this issue. There was a time I brought you to this show, and listening to it from other people's perspective. We were talking about loyalty to a vagina, whether it's a cause of erectile dysfunction. So it's a whole lot when it comes to premature ejaculation and erectile dysfunction. And if you have that question tonight, don't even bother asking me. All you need to do is be a part of this show and let me just be taking it one after the other. I bet it with you. By the time I'm going to be done with that, you say goodbye to all your erectile dysfunction problem. And then the third one is, how long should people have sex? I mean, for somebody who doesn't even last for up to 20 seconds, like what you have said, I think it's better for you to, I mean, there's no one size fits all. You need to work with what works for you when it comes to how long should you have sex. There's no one size fits all. Work with what works for you. And as long as what works, and when I say what works for you, what works for the two of you, the both of you, you need to sit down, look at your schedule, look at your libido, look at everything about the two of you, and work with what works for you. All right. But for somebody who couldn't last more than 10-20 seconds, I don't think sex is what you should do often, maybe once a week or twice a week. Once a week should be okay for you. All right. Abs, right. Thank you for joining me, Castle. You're welcome. Okay, taking my next call. Hello. Yeah. Good evening.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry, I don't want to call my name. I'm calling from Lagos.
It's fine.
Okay. I have a girlfriend. When we started, she told me that we don't want to do sex until we get married.
Okay.
And that God should grant her
Right.
and all of that.
Okay.
So, but along the line, anytime she visits me, she's always coming close to me, and she's always, you understand, always making way, coming forward. At the point I asked her, what are you trying to do? And
Right. And that will put you in a very difficult position.
yeah, it's very, very difficult. And sometimes, I'm a man, so
Right.
I try to avoid, I try to make her keep her promises, but and then sometimes the other day I summoned courage to her, and what are you trying to do? And she was like, don't you know that our body is not firewood and something of sort. So I don't know. I'm caught in between. I don't know whether to go ahead and I know she's a virgin. I know of that.
Right.
And
So,
I don't know.
what's stopping you guys from getting married? You're not ready yet.
Well, Dr. Tulu, as you're always saying on the show now, it's not just easily to just jump in like that.
Right.
You need to plan yourselves and all of that. So that is the thing.
Let me drop your call and answer that question. Okay. All right. Okay. So, Anonymous from Lekki. Now, this is a lady who said he has made promises to God. Like, I'm not going to have sex. I'm going to be celibate until I get married. Now, it's tough, really. Now, she has, made promises and said, God, if I'm able to do this, whatever I ask from you after I get married, you're going to do for me. It actually works. Do not underestimate, we should not underestimate the power of the spirituals, really. In fact, even in counseling, there is a field of spiritualism. Now, this is not Christianity or Muslim or any religion, but there's a field of spiritualism in counseling. People read, people study spiritualism and practice spiritualism. All right. So, it actually, there is possibility of you, if you believe in a supreme being, like somebody like her, who believe in God and have made decision and probably had an agreement with God, God might actually also hold her for hours, all right, and be counting on her to stay through to what she promised to do. Now, but because she's human, and the hormones are there, the body are going to feel like having sex. So it's normal too for her to always, sometimes wanting to do this. Now, it's also difficult for you as a man, because this thing is going to be causing him a constant erection. You are coming all over me. You are making me to want to make love to you. But I knew that you have an agreement. I think what you should do is to help her. And as much as possible, because if you make any move now on that lady, she's going to fall. Like, just make a move, like, babe, just kiss her as she is now. She has already fallen, and she's even like, forget, this covenant or whatever. Whatever, God is going to forgive me or whatever. But I think you could help her to stay through with her promises. If she has actually made her promises, I believe that there is the spirituals actually controls the physical. So I think you could help her. And the best thing that you guys could do, if there's nothing stopping you guys from getting married, I don't see any reason why you should wait till eternity. If she has really made her promises and you really want to, you really love her, I think you should help her to stick to it. She's at the verge of falling, and the right thing for you to do, if there's nothing stopping you, if you can get married, please go and do it. Okay. Hello. Yeah. You want to speak up a little bit? I can hardly hear you. Hello.
Hello.
Good.
Can you hear me well?
Yeah. You're a lady, right?
Yes.
Okay, I'm excited to have a lady on the show. Mrs. Okunuga. Ogunlubi.
Yes.
All right, you're welcome. Okay.
Yeah, I don't have anything to say.
Okay.
I want to comment about the last comment.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I don't want to tell that she will try his best to help,
Okay.
not to break the covenant between herself and God.
Okay.
She also not let her go,
Okay.
because if he's not responding, she might look for another.
Right. I actually thought about that as well.
So well, just what staying together is overcome.
All right.
It's what they will do after marriage.
Okay.
It's something they can rush into.
All right.
Because she has put herself in a dark corner already.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Having covenant with God.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That has to be God is extra.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Breaking that covenant might cost her what she will not be able to defend.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's very advantage.
All right. Thank you so much for calling Mrs. Okunubi. I hope I got that right. Okay, so I mean, there's an angle she said. I actually thought about it, but because of my time, I just like. I mean, I think I've answered that by telling you that the right thing I think you should do is find a way to get married quickly. Now, she might actually be trying to do it with another person. So that's also, and I think what you should do, even if you are not, if you for certain reasons you are not ready to get married yet, I think you should have a very good conversation with her. You know, beyond your usual way of talking, have a heart-to-heart talk with her. I think that will help you, you know, so that she doesn't try it somewhere else, because as she is now, I tell you, she's at the verge of falling. That's the truth. Hello.
Hello, good evening, Dr. Tutu.
Good morning, actually.
Good morning, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm having a problem.
You want to tell me your name and where you're calling me from?
Yeah, my name is Anne Koyeba.
Okay.
So, I'm actually having difficulties talking to beautiful ladies. I have the desire of having a beautiful lady as a wife.
Okay.
I've been into a relationship, but the girls I'm dating,
They are not that beautiful.
they are beautiful, but they're not up to my taste, the kind of woman I want.
So why aren't you going for the kind of women you want?
As in, I always feel like I don't have what it takes. I find it so difficult.
What do you think it takes to talk to beautiful women?
I think it,
What do you think it takes to talk to beautiful women?
I don't know.
You see? So you see?
I don't know what it is.
So you see. So probably, maybe to help you, you might want to go and find out what it takes to talk to beautiful women. And at the end of the day, I will tell you what it takes is a good dose of self-esteem. Now, the worst that could happen to you is for her or them to say no. You'll be shocked that those beautiful women, that's why beautiful women are always having problems. Because the guys are afraid to talk to them. And at the end of the day, you'll be shocked that the people that they are even dating, they are not as cool as you are. Alan, right?
Yeah.
All you need is a good dose of self-esteem and be prepared for rejection. That's the worst. You know, just make up your mind that the worst that could happen is for her to say no. Maybe you could, like, if you are in, for example, you're in Yaba, you can decide to go to Lasso. Okay? So if you have a friend in Lasso, you could start visiting Lasso once a week or once a month and start getting used to your friends and locate a beautiful lady in Lasso. All right, I'm just using that as an example now. Now, if you locate a beautiful lady in Lasso, you know that even if this one rejects me, nobody is going to know in Yaba. So you could use that as a first step. But the truth of the matter is, there's nothing that it takes than to work on yourself and believe in yourself and work on your self-esteem. The people that are talking to them, they don't have two heads. And it's a pity that you notice that most of these beautiful ladies, they are even expecting you guys to come to them, but you guys are scared. The same thing, okay, I'm going to cut your call. Just keep listening. The same thing applicable to ladies, married women. Married women are always finding it difficult to get married because men are looking at them, and very common in the church. Very, very common. All the sisters, you know, you see matured sister, married sisters in church. Very common. When I go out to speak to singles, I see them. And you see all these brothers. They say, no, I cannot talk to her. This one that has a car. This one that has money. This one that has a house. This one. Come on. Work on your self-esteem. The worst that could happen, prepare your mind that the worst that could happen is for her to say no. And if she says no, you move on. It doesn't kill. Move on and talk to another person. All right? I hope I answered that. Hello. Hello, are you there? Okay, I lost that. Boss GZ Israel Olasukon on Instagram. Finyi, thank you for joining me, guys. All right, I'm picking my next call. Hello. Yeah, I think ladies are finding it easy to dial that particular line. I'm glad I have another lady. How are you? Good morning. All right, let's hear it. To you find it difficult to okay. He's so romantic. He's a romantic guy. Okay. Okay. So how is this a problem? Okay, so why are you dodging? Are you dodging because you don't like sex, or you are not enjoying it, or you are feeling it's not the right time to have sex? Okay, so you don't enjoy it. That is the problem. So this guy is wondering, like, I want to make love to you. I want us to have fun, but you are not enjoying it. So you don't look forward to it because you don't enjoy it. Okay. Now, tell me about how you guys make love. Like foreplay, touching, kissing, necking, licking. Does all of that happen? Okay, so why don't you like kissing? Why are you not romantic? You used to have pain. Okay, so let's say the pain is the reason why you don't enjoy sex. Okay, so that is it. So if you don't have pain, you will be able to enjoy sex and look forward to it. Okay, so now when you have pain, when this guy penetrates, are you dry or are you wet? Okay, so when you are dry, when you are wet, it's a very good explanation to having pain during sex. Okay, so I'm going to, I think I got you to some extent. So I've got your call. I'm going to try and answer your question. All right. So you are having pains during sex, and because of that, you don't look forward to sex, and you wish you could have sex, and you wish you could enjoy it. All right. Now, when you have pain, that alone could actually kill your sex drive by 50%. So because every time you make love, you are having pain. So the next time you are looking forward to having sex, there's possibility of saying, I don't want to do this because I know the next thing is going to be pain. Now, your pain could be could be psychological and it could be medical. So the first thing you need to do is to go to the hospital and run tests. Find out if you're having vaginismus, if you're having certain issues, that could cause pain. You can do your pelvic test. You could talk to your gynecologist about that, all right? To find out if your pain is medical. Now, if your pain is psychological, probably because of the pain you have been experiencing, you've conditioned your mind to that you can never enjoy sex. So what your guy needs to do is to be very patient with you, to be very calm with you. I think you will need a very good lubricant that could help. A whole lot of foreplay, being gentle as much as possible, being patient with you, and introduction of lubricant is going to help you. All right. I think I've been able to answer that question. All right. Okay, so let me read this before I pick the next call. Exceptional brother. I was talking to my friend about the fixer yesterday. Exceptional brother, my #1 fan. All right, and I told her you just finished talking about G-spot. To my surprise, she said, "What's G-spot?" loudly, and people heard loud. I said it. A whole lot of people. You'll be shocked though. You think that is something that everybody knows. People don't know. People don't even know what is clitoris. You're talking about G-spot. That's going too far. I've come again, Dr. Tolu. Is it advisable that I take my friend or total stranger as a date? What's your kindly... Good morning, Dr. Tolu. Please, what about girls that complain about guys having small manhood? What should we do? They don't understand. They don't understand. You see, when it comes to sex education in this part of the world, I'm not talking so much to say. But a lot of women don't even understand themselves. They are clueless about love making. So they are not enjoying sex, they are not coming, they are not squirting because your penis is small. That's the only explanation they can give. And that is all they know. So they are clueless. They don't know. That's the problem. And apart from that, they don't also understand that saying that thing is a killer. How do you tell a man that his penis is too small? How would that man make love to you? Every time he's coming to make love to you, he's a dead man already. Because he's thinking, I'm not good, I'm not capable, I'm not okay. His self-esteem must be reduced. And I told you, I've said that severally on this show, that your erection is egoistic. Your ability to have erection is attached to your ego as a man. When your ego is eroded, your erection becomes zero. All right? My point is, I realize some women don't really understand their body. That's what I'm talking about. Or take time to understand sex like some men do. I tell you. And it is actually cultural. It is cultural. It is the way we're brought up. Talking about sex, women, Nigerian women, most of them, they don't understand though. All right. Okay. So I'm picking another call. Let me go. Sorry, the lines, but I need to take a short break. Take a deep breath. I'm sorry. Please. For those of you trying to call me, please. Let me take a deep breath. Okay. There's this song I love so much. Let me just play it for you. I hope this one affects me on YouTube. All right.
Rekindle the flames of love. The flames of love. Dr. Tolu, the fixer.
I'll think about you, my love.
You are tuned in to 99.3 Nigeria Info. She's blunt, real, and practical. She is a professional clinical counselor, sex therapist, and excellent matchmaker. She can help you rekindle the flames of love. Join Dr. Tolu. Join Dr. Tolu, the fixer, Tuesdays and Thursdays, 11 p.m. to 12 a.m. on 99.3 Nigeria Info. Nigeria Info. The flames of love.
All right, so you are welcome back. I'm still live on Instagram, Intimate Talk with Tolu. I'm live on Facebook, 99.3 Nigeria Info, and I'm still live on Wazobia Max 259 DSTV. And of course, you could watch me live on YouTube, Intimate Talk with Dr. Tolu. And okay, Sir Ivan, thank you for joining me. Dixon Prince, I'm Dixon from Ikoyi. If I'm Prince Ebuka, always cute. Thank you for joining me. So I'm picking my calls now. Right. Hello. Are you there? Because you are live. There's something wrong with it. Something is wrong with that line. Okay. Hello. Wow, what's going on? Hello. Wow. Wow. Hello.
Hello, Dr. Tolu.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah.
My name is Sukule Afolabi. I'm calling from Faroe, Djibouti, Enugu State.
Oh, thank you for calling. Good morning. You're welcome to the show.
I really want to, I'm a principal bachelor cool.
Mm.
And I really want to commend what you are doing, but some of us who are not married yet, we are really, it's like a preparatory class, it's like a preparatory class for what we're about to face in the future. Now, I also want to point to the fact that there's the last conversation you just made about men having self-confidence. Now, something happened to me about 2 weeks ago. I happen to be a teacher, a government teacher,
Okay.
and then there is this set of organizations that normally come to our schools for HIV sensitization and the rest.
Right.
Could you believe me that I saw a lady? Immediately I saw this lady, I started a conversation with her. Immediately I started this conversation with her. It was a brief conversation. I went back to the staff room. And something keep telling me that young man, you're a bachelor, this girl is British, why don't you go for her? You know? And then I stepped it up. I went to her place, give her a second conversation on the same day, get her number. And believe you me, while I was calling her, saying, no, I have a boyfriend, this, that. You know, I decided to just relax a bit. Could you believe it that 2 weeks later, this girl herself personally contacted me. She contacted me.
That's
I
it.
was like, hey, what's up? How you doing? This, that. We book an appointment in a public place. One thing I found out is that ladies actually need men who have confidence in what they are saying.
That is it. Ladies, I said did that. Ladies still want to be pursued. Even though some people didn't agree with me, but it's a fact.
Yes, ma, I needed to be confident, have confidence in myself, because personally I have a dream. Are you getting me, ma?
Right.
I needed to translate this dream to this girl. Tell her reason why I needed her to come on board as a player. Tell her reason why her input is very, very paramount to my life. As a matter of fact, I was telling her that she's going to be the one to take care of the whole entire household. I'm talking about financial terms now. I'm talking about in terms of unity, in terms of love, in terms of taking care of the children, in terms of...
Right.
I needed to create a role for her on this project. And at the end of the day, we departed. The next time we had the next meeting was in my apartment. And she told me clearly, she said, Afolabi, if you did not ask me out, I would have been very, very angry with you for the rest of my life.
You see? That's why I said so many people are married today. They are married, if are very common in this part of the world, married to the wrong person.
Ma, when she made this statement, I was like, what? these are things that normally I was going to say, oh, let me just leave her, Jerry.
Right. Right.
And at the end of the day, she clearly told me, she said, Afolabi, these are projects, let's start doing it as soon as possible.
You see?
In fact,
You see?
I had a big confidence in me that as far as the future is concerned, it's settled.
You can imagine. That's how you, and imagine if you have not stepped out. If you have not just took that step, that's how you will have. I mean,
This girl is so beautiful that personally I can't even ask her.
You see?
And
It won't kill you. The worst that could happen is for her to say no.
No.
Even if she says no, you can still keep pushing. What are we talking about? Keep pushing.
Keep pushing. Now, the one thing I found out is that while you are trying to convince the girl to come on board, you must also have confidence in yourself and what you are saying.
Right. Right.
The lady is looking right into your eye. If you are stabbing, if you are not sure what you are saying,
She can see. Right. Thank you, Afolabi. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you for calling. Unfortunately, Afolabi is going to be my last caller for tonight. I mean, that was a good way to wrap it up. Now, you see, no thanks to the economic situation in Nigeria. You know, I usually talk about economy induced scarcity of men. You know, I've talked about that severally on this show. Because most Nigerian men, you know, money is an issue, you know, even to made people, not to talk of a young man who is still trying to find his feet. Now, so because of that, because a whole lot of men are disadvantaged, let me put it that way, financially, most time it's difficult for them to talk to the right person, you know, because they are feeling until I have money, I cannot talk to this person. And that's how you will just do and miss the right woman for your life because you're afraid, because you don't have money. Pata pata, she will say no. That's the worst that could happen to you. Even if she says no, you could still keep pushing. All right? Thank you guys for joining me. And I don't think I could take more than that on tonight's show. I actually had a nice time on the show, and I'm glad I did this. You know, this evening I was like, today is an early day. You know, it has been, I mean, people have been resting. We should just take it easy instead of taking, you know, my usual serious topics. You know, let's take it lightly because I couldn't answer so many questions last week Thursday. So I decided let's make it an open mic night, and it was fun. It was worth it. It was interesting, and I thank you guys for joining me. Thank you, Exceptional Brother. Thank you, all of you guys that have joined me on Instagram. Thank